Hey there! How are my penguin centipede hybrids doing today? Hopefully fantastic. I'm doing alright, a little tired though, as usual. So we are going to play with the Goliath Doomship today, but what I want to do is I want to do something a little bit special for you guys. I want to check him out at different degrees of Paragon. For example, you just saw that this is a degree 1 Paragon. All that means is that we didn't do anything to kind of give ourselves any more power. If you guys don't know, level 1 is the weakest Paragon you can get, and level 100 is the strongest Paragon you can get. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to go over this Paragon right here at degree 1, degree 25, degree 50, degree 75, and degree 100. And we want to see how far this guy will get. So, if you haven't seen him, this is the Paragon in all of his mighty glory here. He shoots out a lot of darts. Not a crazy amount, but they're definitely this rainbow prismatic type dart action over here. You can see there are two different types of darts, by the way. If you see the purple ones are kind of just flying out here. You see these greenish ones are going to be the heat seekers. So they're going to go straight to the Bloons. So you do have a different combination of darts coming out over here. That seems to be the majority of his popping power, at least for now. I have not yet figured out what this does, but you can target things kind of like that. I don't know if that specifically aims these missiles a little bit better or something like that, but it's weird because you specifically have to pick two different locations that are farther apart from each other than a little bit. You know, it's kind of like turns red, and green is where you can actually put it down, which is just goofy to me. I don't know what it does yet, but we'll hopefully figure it out for you guys by the end of this video, or you guys are going to let me know in the comments below. That being said, let's see how far this degree 1 Paragon can get today. Before we get too deep in this dark, delicious chasm, if you guys want to press that like button for me, that would be just absolutely fantastic. Really helps my channel out, helps me out, making me feel good, and hopefully makes you feel good by making me feel good and warm and juicy on the inside. We're still at around 116, and we're going pretty strong so far. And I wanted to touch on one thing before I get too deep here. He does have an ability. So, if you have too many balloons on the screen, you have the ability to click this little button right here. And this is really where that targeting is going to take place. So it looks like this target is actually where your ability is going to take place, which is interesting that you get to target where your ability is going to go, but it also makes it interesting that it doesn't just do the entirety of the screen. It's kind of weird because Ground Zeroes and Zarbombas attack the entire screen, and this guy has a specific location that he's attacking, which is intriguing. And there we go, round 137 is going to be the final round. So we're going to replay this last round. Keep in mind that I do have this guy on figure 8. I'll be putting every single monkey ace on figure 8 here. And I only have one life, so a single red balloon sneaks through, and we do end up losing here. Alright, starting at round 137, we have our 25 degree Paragon now. We want to see how powerful this guy is going to end up being. So far, it's hard to tell exactly, but round 137 definitely gets owned pretty hard here. So I think we're going to make it at least another 10 rounds on top of this guy, which is pretty sweet if you ask me. Alright, this is interesting. Here's our first reinforced bad coming in. This is a tough round. We're going to end up using our ability here, and it does not insta-kill a bad. That is important to note. It did hurt it down to, it looked like Moabs there, but does not mean automatically that you're going to be taking these guys down if you use your ability properly or something like that. So for the second one here that is not reinforced, we still take him down without too many major issues. Good for you, little buddy. Good for you. I definitely got to give some credit to this ability. If you're able to use it properly, it is still really, really powerful. Even against bads here, you can see, I mean, they're hurt just a little bit here, but boom, it gets taken down into nothing with a properly placed and or targeted ability. Make sure you're targeting properly. I don't know if it makes it worse to spread out the ability like this or more targeted or whatever. At least not yet, but I'll do some practices here and we'll try to figure out for you guys soon. But you can tell that it really does, if we use our ability here, spray pineapples that entire time, and it definitely looks more spread out if you ask me. So I believe that it'll do less popping power if you spread it out more. It's not really less popping power necessarily, it just spread out, I guess. I don't know if that's going to really matter to you guys, but if you want just a grouped one section of destruction, that's the way you want to do it. Alright, balloons are definitely getting a little bit further in here. We're going to try to use our ability again, and DDTs and everything do not sneak through. Around 150 is possible for our 25 degree Paragon here. Usually the way it goes down is if any level 100 Paragon ends up getting to around 200, they are a good Paragon. It's as simple as that. So, still going pretty strong here. I will be using my ability whenever I feel like it makes sense, but I'm not going to go hardcore and be like, oh no, I messed it up, let me try to re-micro this or something like that. I'm just going to call it whenever it lands, it's where it's going to land. We're always going to go up more rounds with a higher degree Paragon, especially by 25 degrees here, folks. All right, round 149 still going. Let's see if we can take down round 150 here. Shouldn't be too difficult, as long as there's not a reinforced bad in here. I think that's the next thing that's going to kill us is reinforced bads. Usually around 140 has them, and then 200 has 2 of them. And that could be the death of us. I mean, altogether. Even the level 100 Paragon could be the complete death of us here. But here we go. A bunch of reinforced Summon Gods. Blow them all up. Delicious. I love it, man. I love it. And round 150 is defeated. Ooh, 156 is already going to be the death of us. Okay, that's a decent round, though. I'll take it. So I got him a little bit early here, but here's our 50 level degree Paragon 50 guy. Oh my god, it's so hard to say whatever I want to say here. Paragon degree 50 for our delicious Goliath Doomship here. Still got some rounds to go, but just wanted to compare really quickly for round 145 here. Definitely some complete ownage sauce here. I'm excited to see at least around 160, maybe even 170 with this puppy. Alrighty, round 160 here. DDTs are going down, but they're definitely not going down all that easy. We have not even set up our ability yet. We have just been owning so far, but I think it's about that time. Let's start using our ability here. Make sure we don't lose too early, man. Still not an insta-kill on everything. Bads and stuff still can survive the ability. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think it's supposed to be a bonus, not an automatic kill everything on the screen kind of situation. And for that, it makes reasonable sense to me. But it's very difficult to use against something like Reinforced DDTs. This is like a slow-going ability. Ready? I'm going to click it in 3, 2, 1, click. And takes 3, 2, 1, and blow up. That's at least like 3 or 4 seconds there for it to actually come into play and actually blow things up, which can be difficult to time, especially on quicker balloons. DDTs, no way you're going to aim those guys, at least on purpose. Bads, you could probably aim them pretty good on purpose, at least on this map here. Other maps, maybe not quite so much, but still good enough here. I'm happy with it. Plus, you can randomly hit other things you weren't planning on hitting anyways, which is also a good thing. So let's see if we can go all the way around 170. I'm going to be straight with you guys, though. I don't think we're going to make it much further. It's definitely taking a little bit of luck here to survive on round 164 and such. And some skillage. I mean, if you noticed, that ability was very, very solid. I think any sort of random DDT or oh my god or something like that could easily take us down. It seems like the bads with DDTs popping out of them are getting close, and then these ceramics are so fast at this point that our missiles are just getting lucky taking them down, but I could easily see them not being strong enough to even snipe through the ceramics or whatever and just killing us. So here we go. We got a bunch of reinforced oh my gods and the bat. Ooh, that's a pretty good ability. You know what we might want to do? We might want to target our ability something like this, and then we can hit all the balloons here and all the balloons here very easily. Easily? Hopefully? Rooting for 170, though. Come on, can we do it? Can we do it? Now, please keep in mind that Paragons cannot be buffed. So, for example, if you get a Perma-Brew here, you can't buff this guy. If you end up getting some sort of homeland defense or something like that, you cannot buff him. And there still is no way for... Oh, there still is no way for the other Paragons to buff things either. I think that they should change that eventually, but for now, this guy does not buff other Paragons, and I'm assuming that the Alchemist Paragon will also somehow not buff other Paragons, possibly, depending on how they decide to change the game in the future. It's getting super close here. I would really like to take down 170. That would make me feel successful for a mid-tier Paragon, a 50 degree. That's like something you might be able to achieve. Oh, and there it is. Around 169. It's too powerful for us. Alrighty there, folks. So we reached level 76 degree Paragon. I just want to call it a level. It's just like a degree Paragon, Paragon degree. It sounds so weird no matter what I do with it. But anyways, I picked 76 instead of 75, you know, because it's the max that you can get as a single player without using Geraldo. So it just kind of made sense for me to do that. I've got my thingy here now lined up, so I've got it kind of in the middle here, which seems to make the most sense for getting far. But I actually, believe it or not, already lost once. which is kind of absurd if you really think about it. Like, it did not matter much between degree 50 and degree 76. I don't know if it's just increasing the power now of our ability instead of the power of our attack here, but it's not doing that much better. Overall. It's not doing worse, I don't think. But I would expect it to do significantly better than round 170, because we lost on round 169 last time. And there it is, round 168. So yeah, if you don't use your ability either luckily or skillfully, you will die. Which is really goofy to me, that I can go up 26 levels and be worse. How is that possible? It makes almost no sense to me. But it must be part of the game. It makes me curious on what's going to happen here when we finally reach a degree 100 Paragon. Because that guy better be way more powerful than him. Way more powerful. Otherwise, I'm going to be kind of upset. All right, pretty good ability here. Got rid of that bad. I'm a little afraid of DDTs here. Ooh, yeah, the DDTs sneak through, man. So easy to sneak. Sneak! Ceramics! Ooh, they barely get defended there. And I'm going to end up using my ability here just so I can make sure I can complete round 169. And there we go. We do beat 169, but I don't think we're going to get very much further. Which is kind of intriguing. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I don't know if the degree Paragons is messed up or if, again, like I said, it's just ability and you need other support towers to kind of keep you in the game, whether it's ice towers in the back or spike vectors in the back to keep you alive or what. All right, we do a pretty good job there. Pretty good ability on round 170. We're going to go through round 172 here. No problemo so far. And we're just going to play it out and see where we land, man. Against next time I die, for sure, that is going to be where we die. I don't know. It's just really weird that we lost at an earlier round than before. I don't even know how to explain it. Luck, possibly. Could be the way the monkey ace is flying, just didn't match up properly or whatever. But we did. We lost. Getting to the point where an ability does not automatically kill a bad, and I think these Oh My Gods are probably going to kill us here. Unless we get lucky. Oh, we do. We get lucky. Okay, we got a chance. 174. Woo! And at the very last second, we take it down. Man, these rounds are getting really tight here. Like, uber tight. And my abilities, like I said, do not pop bads instantaneously, or maybe at all, even. So, yeah. It's so close. Every single round, I feel like I'm going to lose, and then we just don't. It's almost like magic. I guess we're going to root for around 180. That's my goal now. 180 would be a delicious round to go for. And a big ability from us. All Oh My Gods get defeated, but now we don't have it for the bad balloons here. That could be a big deal. We're going to try to use it here, luckily. And bam, we do. We take him down again. Another skillful/luck ability. I have a feeling this is going to be it. Oh, I have a feeling this is going to be it. Unless we get a really good ability popping out here. And it could be. But bam, we get it. Another double bad smoker. Whew. All right. I guess it comes back quick enough where it doesn't seem to matter that much whether or not you are landing it perfectly on them. Pretty cool, actually. I wonder if the ability cooldown timer is actually what's being affected by our Paragon degree here. And that's why when I wasn't using the ability, it did not seem like it was getting that much more powerful. I will look into this after my game is over and confirm it with you guys. I'll have to look at the recording because I cannot do this live. Or remember what the old cooldown is. Oh, crap. I'm going to try to use the ability here. Let's see if it's going to land on it. And we do. We barely get it, but I think that's what kept us alive there. All right. Beautiful. And around 181, it's got to be the death of us, bro. It's got to be. There's too many bads here. We can't do it. We can't do it. There it is. 181. A very good run, but not fantastic. Not amazing. Now the final test, a level 100 Paragon. So it's about that time, my friends. I figured the best way to do Paragons is by explaining to people who actually want to get a level 100 or 100 degree Paragon to actually know how to do it. So I figured I'd explain it to you guys really, really quickly. The base idea is that you need 3 things. Normally, you need only 2 things. One of those things is to make sure that you have all 3 5th tiers, obviously. Then you need to make sure that you have a bunch of 4th tier towers. And you want those 4th tier towers, or really just any money involved with that tower, to be worth $250,000. So in this situation, that's kind of cool because we can buy really easy, cheap, really expensive towers, actually. So we only have to build about 10 of them. 10 $25,000 towers is $250,000. So If we had to do boomerangs or something like that, $250,000 worth of, you know, turbocharges is a lot of them. So it takes like, what, 37, 40 or something like that, 50 of these guys to actually get the $250,000 necessary, and that just gets kind of absurd. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to make sure you need 16, I believe 16.2 million pops. So it's really easy to look at it if you look at your 5th tiers in particular, just to see roughly how many pops you got. So, for example, my Flying Fortress already has 14 million. A couple of my other Spectres already have 1 million each. So we're definitely over the 16 million necessary to make sure that that's going to happen. And then the last thing you're going to need is if you actually want to make sure you're going to get a max level, 100 level Paragon, the only way to do it is with Geraldo in single player. If you are not, if you're not playing single player, you're playing co-op, then you can get a level 100 Paragon if everybody gets 5th tier towers. Now, to get this going, I believe you need 50 of these guys, or I think it's actually closer to like 46 or something like that. I always overkill it just to confirm, and I've got 50 Paragons, Paragon totems here, and now I'm ready to go. This should be an easy peasy level 100 Paragon. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to wait until the next round starts, and then I'm going to do it just in case that we make a mistake. We can exit out, come back, and the save will be there so we can fix whatever we did wrong. Whether we didn't afford the $250,000, we didn't have enough these Paragon totems, or whatever the heck it takes, we're going to make sure that happens for you guys. So let's beat round 153 and get started in here with a delicious Goliath Doomship, hopefully level 100 Paragon here, my friends. And there he is. The Goliath Doomship. All right, let's line up these abilities really quick here. And we're going to get rid of everything else on the screen again because we do not want to have anything else getting in the way here. And then we're going to put him on his figure 8, and we're going to see how far this guy can get today. Now, you can definitely see it does look like there is some sort of visual changes to the level 100 Paragon degree here. I can't tell exactly what they are, but a lot more yellow action going on. And I don't know for sure, but it does not look like his regular attacks are that much more powerful. We'll have to check and see, but if we lose on around 167, 168, 169, we'll know that this guy does not get any more powerful as you get up beyond around 50-ish, or rank 50-ish, and it's actually all about abilities at that point. But we'll test it out, we'll wait, and we'll check it out once we get there. All right, Goliath Doomship. You did make it past around 169, so you're doing pretty well. Let's see if you can keep it rocking through the mid-70s here without any abilities. This is what I want to test out. Looks like the bad balloon's already getting kind of difficult. And ooh, this is really tight, but we make it through. Absolutely ridiculous, my friends. Can we make it to 175 or maybe even 180? I don't think so because of how close 172 was already. And we've got 3 bads right here. This is going to take a lot of luck. DDTs are getting so fast. Holy crap. And it looks like, I don't think we're going to make it. We're in the wrong spot here. And there it is. Round 173 is the last round that we can make it with a round 100 Paragon if we don't use any abilities. But we're about to change that. We're going to start using our abilities again and see how this is going to change things. We're again going to put it kind of similar to the way we did in the other games, where we could kind of in between here and hopefully hit both of these guys. And we are going to start to use this ability as much as we can. Now, if you look at me, I don't believe that we got a faster ability here. I believe that is the exact same as all previous ones, so I don't think that's going to be increasing our damage any much. But maybe the ability itself will be more powerful and allow us to continue through and defeat all these balloons. Hopefully. What? 174? What is going on right now? Why is this guy not, like, unstoppable right here? I'll be straight with you guys. I'm a little confused on why this guy is not doing significantly better than the level 76. I really feel like I should be doing, like, significantly better. But we're on around 180, which is less than my level 76 got, and I'm struggling seemingly more. I don't know for sure, but it definitely is coming down to luck right now on whether or not we are surviving, because I've had to do more continues with my level 100 Paragon than my level 76, which is just absurd. All right, and see what I mean? Like, why? Maybe, just maybe it's because I'm timing my abilities rather than just using them as soon as I get them. I don't know for sure. Or I'm timing them wrong. I don't know. But it's not going as well as I would have hoped in almost all situations. Like, look at these things. Holy crap. Can we get lucky? Okay, that time it went really well. That was a great ability. So we will beat at least be at least as strong as our level 76 here. I guess that's good news. A big explosion here when everything's on the screen. Though back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but when I've done some tests with some other Paragons, one of the best ones was actually the Navarch of the Seas, which got to round 200. Now, I don't want to say no problem, but he got to round 200 by himself. This is a more expensive Paragon. You would expect him to do better than that. Again, it could be based on boss balloon damage and not real-life situations, but there it is. One round further, and it took me more retries to get there. That's where I have to call it. So, let me know if I'm doing something wrong here, or if I'm misusing this guy in some way, or something else. But it's very interesting to me, very eye-opening that those Paragon Degrees don't seem to matter as much as I would have thought that they would matter. That being said, the 20s, the 1 to 25 and the 25 to 50 did make some pretty large jumps, but the 50 to 76 and the 76 to 100 did not make much of a difference at all, really. If you guys enjoyed anyways, make sure you press that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit the little bell button next to it as well if you want to get notified about a bunch of cool, awesome videos coming your way. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.